What's up, Barcelona? What's up to the entire Spain? You already know, man, the Wu-Tang General, Inspector Deck. Salud.
Peace. What's good? What's up? Allah Mathematics here representing that Wu-Tang for life. And this is how we do it. Me, Rebel I, Inspector Deck, back and forth.
Back, and forth, and forth.
I remember I was out in Staten Island. I was when RZA had the spot on Paroy.
Paroy was the beginning.
Yeah.
That's like 20 years. I knew this man for 20 years, you know? I remember like my first real time sitting down when I was going through the beats for the Wu album. You know, RZA was already the master, but, you know, you were like within reach for me to study.
Right.
I was like,
oh, that's peace, because I learned a lot from you. For me, hip-hop was like, it was just always in my life. Being a shorty from the B-boys, then to me trying to up-rock and B-boy, to breakdancing, to graffiti, to trying to rhyme, to DJing. So I would have still been doing it in some aspect, you know, just because it was fun for us. It was a hobby.
I come from the same era. I used to breakdance. I used to pop and lock. I used to battle Ghostface Killer. Ghostface Killer used to breakdance. I used to pop and lock, you know, Electric Boogie. And we used to go to junior high school together. And we used to just battle every day like it was Beat Street, the movie, you know? Don't get me wrong, Ghost used to have an afro like the Jackson 5 and used to do the windmills. Anything on the floor-wise, he was good, but standing up, you know, I got you. He beat me today, I beat him tomorrow, but then I might get 2-3 guys from his crew too, you know? Growing up, beatboxing, banging on tables in the lunchroom, making beats and, you know, rhyming not serious, it's hard to really see yourself 20 years later making money and you know, touring the world the same way we are right now, you know?
We used to bring our equipment out in the park, risk being shot up or your equipment being stolen, just to have a good time, get your name up around the way. So to be doing it now, your name worldwide, and to still be doing it like professionally 20 years later, nah, I never thought it.
I couldn't picture it neither, man, but I can honestly say RZA might have saw this happening, you know what I'm saying? Like he really saw this far back then. The 20-year Wu-Tang anniversary was actually like a 30-year anniversary for us, you know what I mean? It's ill that we still here. You know, when we first came out, we had the masks on, we had the stocking caps and everything on the album cover, so people didn't really know who we were, what we looked like, or anything like that. And by the time the album dropped, we got back to New York, the first album released at Webster Hall, and it was a surprise, but it also felt good for the whole New York to be there, like all 5 boroughs. It was crazy. I remember seeing everybody that we looked up to, Busta Rhymes, the Brand Nubians, everybody that we had had listened to growing up. I remember seeing all those cats like, yo, they are our shit now, you know what I mean? Like, wow. It was kind of overwhelming at one point, man. I remember I used to have butterflies and all that crazy shit getting on the stage in the beginning. The first time we went to Hawaii, and I saw like 50, 60,000 people with W's up like this, and we were like, we're gonna name this mountain Wu Mountain. And it's just like, it felt like Leonardo DiCaprio, that scene in the Titanic when he was like, I'm on top of the world, I'm on top of the world. That's when it really hit me, man. And like when you go overseas and you got people that don't even, you know, that don't even speak the language, but they can quote your rhyme word for word, or they can tell you, you know, hey Math, I heard that song, I got your album, that shit is the best, you know what I mean? And stuff like that makes you realize, like, wow, this shit's bigger than me. Like San Juan, Puerto Rico, I got my clothes ripped off in San Juan from fans. Just had everything I had got taken. I was in a hotel lobby, you know, they had the drinks with the umbrellas in it, they was just chilling, you know, I was like, you know what, let me get me a drink. An older dude, spoke no English, he just saw me, he wanted to pay for the drink for me. So I was like, you know, skeptical at first, and then he showed me like the Wu-Tang tattoo on his arm. This dude was buying me drinks all night. Then he had more people come, like family. It was like a bunch of girls came, a bunch of dudes. Nobody speaking the language. I can't speak Spanish, but I'm just in the middle of them. Yeah, just bugging, having fun like the whole night until the show. I was already twisted, out of it. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, you gonna be able to do the show, right?
RZA called me one day, was like, yo, you know, I'm putting up this song tomorrow.
Right.
Said, yo, I need a logo. You know what I mean? He's like, and I need it by tomorrow.
Wow.
So I was like, word. So at the time, you know, I was staying in 40 Projects out in Queens. Sat down on the floor, you know, just came up with the original logo, like with the W, the book, and the sword and all that. I was working at the time carpentry, and RZA's like, yo, I'm gonna pick it up from you tomorrow. It was RZA, Ghost, Power, and Divine. They came rolling up to the job site. I'm in the job working, you know what I mean? They came in like with the hoodies and, you know what I mean, just came rolling through. And they all looked at it. It's like, yeah, this is it.
That's it right there.
It's like, that's it.
For me, instantly, I was feeling it. It was like a bird, eagle at the same time. It looked powerful. Like, you know, like if it was a bird, it looked like, nigga, I got my arms up like this, you know? You know, we had some T-shirts made up. We treasured them like they were Prada or some shit. We talked about it so much, and then to see it, it's like, oh, we got the logo too? Oh, shit, we got the T-shirts. And then they played the song on the radio, and it's Wu-Tang, Wu-Tang, Wu, all that shit. Like, I was proud of it, you know? I'm still proud of it.